Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here. Welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. Okay, I actually, before I end this thing's movement, should double check and make sure I don't have any other carriers that are rolling around. I don't think I do. Okay, well we got a new Hindenburg. I've got a couple. Okay, they're all good. I'm sending some down to Ponta Delgada. Once I can get about 3 or so down there, I'll feel secure enough that they can just sort of stay. These guys are all coming back here because we keep losing our planes and we need more. Let's see. Yeah, we just keep stacking up. How many fighters do I have over here now? Not that many, actually. It helps as I can just send them all out in giant bursts whenever I feel the need. Just drop a bunch of them in South America. Okay. Come on. Down. I'm going to send it down here for now. We're going to find and destroy that thing. Okay, park for now. I feel like I probably meant to use that at the end of last turn, but I can't remember. It's not a huge deal. I don't have that many guys to send over. Not anymore. I could send over a lot more tanks. But I've got quite a few, and more tanks aren't explicitly helpful if they can't actually go anywhere. I'll get them over eventually, but it's not as desperate as it was. I could always send over some more workers, though. I do need more of them in the New World. Okay. Yeah, more of these over here. Alright, so this is just gonna have to be the way it is. Let's just get this started. Okay. And we begin our bombing runs. This is gonna suck. We won't get shot down quite as much as we did last time, but I'm gonna lose probably another good number of planes. But once we do this, once these guys are out, that's it. And Americans have, like, you know, 3 or 4 more flak left total. They'll build more, but I don't think we'll ever have to deal with stacks of this size again, hopefully. I say that now, but they could always just stack them up again. It was mostly the roads that allowed them to do this and gave them the opportunity to. Now that we're sort of controlling what comes into South America, I say that it was the roads. It was the lack of roads. Now that we're controlling the area up there a lot more, they shouldn't be able to mass up as much. Plus, you know, as they build the flak, they'll send them now, instead of having a dozen of them built and then sending them all at once when I get here. There might even be more actual standard infantry here than there were in the last stack. Maybe not. We're going to have to get them all down to 1 hit point. Now that I have the road as well, I'm not using the infantry to attack those things. If I accidentally bomb out my own road over here, I'm going to lose it. Thank goodness for just this one unroaded or unjungled spot. I don't think the Brazilians have cleared out any jungles. They don't have enough workers. Even if they had someone doing it from the start of the game, I don't think they would have finished it by now. So I'm pretty sure that spawns that way normally, which makes me wonder, because there's a couple spots like that, right? There's this one here, and I think this one, there's some random forest spots, and there's a grassland. Like, is that actually, are these notable spots in the actual Amazon that are, I don't want to say, I don't know if famous is the right word, but are well known to be more clear of jungle in those particular areas for some reason? Or is it just sort of like, when the guy built the world, he just put them there, because why not? I'm not sure. It's kind of neat. And of course, that one spot comes into play in a major way right here. There's no way I'm going to try to take out the big stack this turn. I think I'm going to let them get a little closer. I mean, even if they run, they won't be able to get out of range. But I'd prefer to hit them on the grassland here, where, you know, I can actually bring them down. I'll probably try to destroy this stack right here, let these guys get closer before we do anything. Come on now. Could I have dropped these things last turn? I think I could have, and I didn't even realize it. Okay, how many more are we looking at? Most of them. We've probably got the stack close to halfway dealt with. You think anything from Canada is on its way down here and just hasn't arrived yet? I know the Americans usually will just keep moving troops back and forth, and they'll really clog up everything when they do that. So it's possible that Canada's trying to get down there, but can't get anyone through Central America. I don't know how many guys they even have, kind of, like, total. Let's take a look here. Okay, about 6 more of them or so. Maybe more. Maybe a lot more. Should be the last one. There he is. Okay. So we're all good on bombing them. Yeah, let's hit this stack next. I want to bring these guys down. Yeah, let's make sure they don't move. And okay. I've always got to double check because they can build fighters, technically. Well, we've already got these guys down to all of them are injured. That was fast. Alright, America doesn't seem to be bombing us down here either. I don't know if all of their guys are currently focused further north or not. I don't see them down here. Okay, these guys clearly have to be our primary targets. we are having actual trouble getting these guys. Are they on a jungle? They are on the actual jungle. For some reason I thought they were on a hill. That makes sense why we're having so much trouble then. Okay, we're getting them all pretty close. Now they're all down to 2 hit points at best. Yeah, we've seen as far as we can. Okay, that's all of them. So I can't hit them. I guess we'll start in on these guys. Okay, that's all them. Those flak I don't want to touch. Don't want to start bombing them without a clear purpose. And there's no point in bombing the American cities until I have more guys in the area. Okay, so I guess they have nothing left to bomb? That doesn't feel good. I want to bomb something. Just watch. Something's going to come up that we should bomb. They're all down to 1. I guess I could start hitting them, because that's a really big stack, so it's not like it's going to hurt us. They're all still in range of the city. Okay, they're still evading us. Looks like that's about all of them. Okay, that's all of them. There's what, 3 guys in here? One of them's a new. Because of course he is. We'll drop quite a few more shortly here. Yeah, even if they take a step back, which they will to heal up, they can't escape. So I think it should be fine. I don't know, maybe I leave the rest. Yeah, we'll leave the rest so that they have a chance to actually flee. They'll split a bit. I'd really prefer to just hit them on the grassland. Okay. Yeah, the rest of these guys are just going to skip their turn. Chile still has quite a few submarines somewhere, right? Got like a dozen or something. Probably still trying to make their way around the Horn of Africa. Although I don't know where they began. Alright. Well, that's all of them. Okay, don't have any targets out here that showed up. I think they're pretty much okay out here. I could use another one up here, though. Yeah, Veneno, that works. Oh, Japan is over here. Well, what do you know? I only see the one guy. Okay, we're gonna focus up all our guys in Brisbane. Okay, we injured some of the guys in New Caledonia a bit, but I don't know if we actually got any of them more than 2. Let's see. I'm gonna start auto-bombing them, just because until we take it, that is all these guys are gonna do. I know I said I wanted to wait, just in case some, like, convoys or something show up. Okay, it's even... When you start making it 2 buttons I have to click, it's easier to just select it. I don't think the British have any convoys left down here, nor do I think they're going to be able to get support crews together for them to actually be a problem if they do build one, so... Well, I can see that Japan has 1 infantry here, but no tanks or anything. It's only British militia, but he's only a veteran. Their veterans only have 4? My goodness. Wait, did that say Japanese militia or infantry? I did not know Japanese militia were even a thing. Well, I'm going to give them a chance to just take care of it on their own, and if we manage to take all the other islands before Japan takes either of those, then we'll go take it. But if they manage to get the other half of New Guinea and the Solomons, good for them. Okay, these Marines are the thing that gives me the most concern out here. I should have enough planes together to at least injure them all reasonably severely. Maybe kill off some of the defenders of the city. Okay, those are actual French infantry. I don't think the French have a militia variant, nor do I think the Americans. Maybe the Americans do. I've got German security, which is pretty much militia. The Brits, of course, do. The Japanese do, apparently. I don't think the French do. If the Italians had a militia unit, it'd probably be better than their actual infantry. The Soviet units are just awful all around. I don't know if the US has a militia-style unit or if all their stuff is just simple infantry. Okay, I'll pull all them down to here. I think I had them up here in case we got invaded. Like I said, though, we've pretty much, with that last Lion or King George V destroyed, I think Britain is just done out here. They're still building escort carriers because they can. But they don't have anything to actually escort the carriers. Okay, till we're done up here, that's where they all stay. Okay, I don't think I checked Dutch Harbor last turn. I should just stop checking it at the end of turns, but I always get curious. I'll never remember the next turn, though. Nope, nothing new. Although it looks like the Japanese either just attacked or have been bombing. Pretty sure there were 5 guys there last time I checked. Now there's only 4, and they're all pretty injured, so I think the Japanese just got done with an invasion attempt. I was not trying to make that guy defend, but whatever. Okay. You. Kill that. Kill that. Excellent. Oh, right, there's 4. Okay. Schlesien and Schleswig, each of you take a pot shot. That one failed, of course. Now we start in... Actually... Yeah, well, because they can, technically. 1, 2, 3, 4... No, they cannot hit those. Okay. So it doesn't matter which ones I use, then. Here, we'll hit these guys first, just because they're the ones in the jungle. They're a little harder to kill if it really comes down to it. Wow, I had enough just in the city for the entire stack. Alright, well, yeah, no, we're just going to start working these guys over then, because 87Bs hit like a truck. pretty sure I grabbed one of these guys to... Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he cleaned up a pollution last turn. Okay, well I think that's all of the areas that I can put irrigation on now irrigated. At least all the ones the cities can work. I'll put a road onto that. That's just one guy? Yes, it is. Oh, dang it. Oh, right, the injured ones. Go here for now, till I can figure out exactly what's safe and what isn't. There we go. Okay. They're kind of doing that, although they're not doing it very well. Yeah, let's have these guys come on out here. I'm not sure why when the computer realizes it must move onto an unroaded space, it drives you through the nearest other unroaded space too. Right, I was having two guys go this way, and another two who were going north, who were going to peel through or cut through that other set of mountains. Again, just for fun. It's nice. I don't need the workers everywhere. Well, that's not true. I could use a lot more workers in South America, but I got plenty. It's just a matter of transporting them. But I'm not in dire need of those specific workers. And they can just keep putting roads down throughout an area that never gets much attention, and it's kind of cool. Okay, that area is pretty much clear. Nothing I can do over there. Come on down here. Definitely do something there. Is that all of them? It was. Weird. Okay, well the Marine's going to attack this guy. He won. It's because that one Marine who was there had like enough health that by next turn he'd be fully regenerated and wouldn't have to heal. Which means he'd probably attack and he'd kill one of us if we didn't get him first. And it's better for my Marine to be on the offensive than vice versa. Okay. We'll let this go through, and then I've got a couple of transports to completely empty. It's probably going to be another 2 turns at least before I can get New Caledonia. My guys should be fit to attack next turn, and they'll be even more damaged by the time I get another round of bombs in. 87Bs aren't going to pull that much weight, so my infantry are going to have to do it themselves. It's about the biggest stronghold in the area, though, and it's made worse by the fact that I can't get any tanks in there. But since we already own Australia, I'm okay with it. Plus, I've got this, like, enormous pile of guys in, it's Singapore, right? Yeah, down in Singapore, or maybe it's Kuala Lumpur. No, it is Singapore, yeah. Who are just waiting if they need to get over there, too. So, I'm not too worried about the numbers. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to take that other Brazilian city for another turn, but I've got more than enough guys to make sure it gets done. Let's have the transports, if possible, all hop in here. Now let's just have the whole fleet do it. There we go. And now we'll just fortify the ships. That is a lot of panzers. There's 100 of them right there. Okay, where are you coming from? I have no idea where this transport comes from every turn. Or not every turn, every few turns. Okay, should be able to grab my ships and then get out of here. Is that all of them? Yes, excellent. Oh, sorry, no, fortify. There was only one stug. in the world? My 87Bs that I should have? Are they still on their carriers and the carriers don't have them moving yet? Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay. I'll just move all the infantry first. Oh yeah, motorized. Those are the ones that I've yet to upgrade. Gonna have these guys, yeah, they'll just go there. I know it's kind of risky to put them out there. I might move a couple infantry on top of them. Or that. Okay. So there's 7 of them. They're going to flee next turn, but, well, let's see here. Whoa. Let's see here. What's going on? It's, not letting me enable the grid. Map. There we go. There we go. Alright. So if they go 1, 2, 3, 4, now they're not even safe there, so they cannot escape. Next turn we will have them dead unless something else draws away all of our 87Bs. 3 more turns and we'll be on Manao. We can take it. Right, let's wake up. Oh, I did use them. For some reason I thought I didn't. Okay. So a lot of them are injured. About half of them and half are not. So the injured ones are going to go there. Or there. Neither of those spaces get them safe from any of our 87Bs, though. And the rest are going to move forward. We can wipe them all out next turn. We might take out that whole stack, but more than likely we'll leave that till I've got all of my planes ready, and then we'll take them out instead. If these guys... If this stack moves here, this one moves like here, and that one moves over here or something, I'm just going to skirt all my workers down to probably here. And that'd probably be the best spot, because it's low enough that they can't easily get us, but high enough that it'll connect with both roads. And then once they get this established, because there's a decent number of them here. Yeah, I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They might get it done in one turn, actually. And then once they do, we'll take this, and we'll have control of the whole area. This guy's probably going to kill him, just so he doesn't cause us any trouble. The rest of them will take that. And depending on... I might just have them all hold it, because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more turns just to take that thing. So it'd probably be most effective to just put down an airport there anyway. We'll just continue our initial plan of airport hopping, which I don't like to do because of how long it takes. Okay, they'll be up at their spots soon enough. Infantry are going elsewhere. What's here? Why do I just have a bunch of planes asleep here? Go there. Okay, so I don't have to wake up anyone else down here yet. We're making very good progress against the United States forces. They've only got 70 workers. That's a lot less than Russia had, but their workers are also a lot more effective. They're down to less than 250 1939s. So many tanks. Yeah, they don't have any type of militia that I'm seeing here. Only 300 of those guys. I say only, it's a ton, but spread out amongst their entire nation, that's probably just their entire defensive force. I'm not seeing almost any of them show up. And 3 of their 4 remaining flak I have accounted for, right? I feel like I saw another one moving around down here, but I can't remember. Okay, 2 more turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe not, actually. Well, yeah. Next turn, both of these convoys will get close enough to where I can start filling them up. And then the following turn, they're going to take off for Dutch Harbor. If Dutch Harbor falls to Japan before we get there, I'm just going to abandon it. No point in trying. But I really hope it doesn't. Okay, is that everything? I dropped them. Yeah, they're pretty alone out there. Some French infantry may attack them, but they probably won't. As long as none of the Marines are healthy enough to attack, I think we'll be fine. And I believe I injured all of their Marines enough that they won't try anything. Yeah, they got 4 Marines. Only one of them, the one we killed, had 2 hit points missing. And when we killed him, an infantry jumped on top. They do have a heavy artillery in there, though. Did that say 12? My word, there are that many? Most of them must be regulars or something. What's the defensive value on a Marine? 10? Man, those extra hit points must be very important to the computer. There we go. Okay, I didn't take any new cities this turn, so I don't have anything else to change. So let's go over to the next turn. He's playing right into our hands. They're bombing us? I'm not sure if they did or not. Okay, well, they're not moving in the direction I kind of want them to. That puts them dangerously close to where my workers are going to be, and I'm pretty sure that's actually why they're going where they are. They're trying to get at the workers. Oh, I really hope that the other stack those paratroopers just moved on top of is headed in the same direction, because if they move straight east, they're going to get underneath that one stupid flak, and I'm going to have to chew through the entire thing. Oh. Okay, the stack is splitting. Okay, well, if the flak moves east, then, that would separate it from most of its forces, maybe. It did. Okay, now the rest of you can move down. Okay. I think that's probably best case scenario as far as their movements go. The flak's separated from most of its defenders. Or some of its defenders. Most of them are probably still there. They won't even get on the road. It makes sense, actually. If they did, my tanks could come right up and attack them, were we to clear the way. And it doesn't offer them much tactical benefit to get onto the road, for purposes of, like, getting back into friendly territory. Well, if my planes that are up at Georgetown get nothing new to bomb, they can focus all their fire on that stack. They're all going to fortify for a turn or two anyway, so if I have to, we'll take out the ones further down first. If I focus all my planes up, we might be able to take out both of those southern ones, sort of hamstring the middle ones, or kill them all. Since they're on a non-jungle space, I feel kind of bold enough to attack them, if I must. Okay, we definitely got bombed by someone. I just heard the little pop-up noise. I just don't know where it was. Okay, that is a King George V, right? It looks a little bit like a lion. And by that I mean the hit points, but I don't know well enough to be certain. So he must be new there. That's weird. Why would you... I don't think my convoy needed that spot they just moved on to. If he did, they're getting moved off of it. I just don't know why he'd go there instead of straight for the for Dutch Harbor, because that's maybe they were coming back, but I thought they were going towards it, not away from it. I'm not sure what Japan's doing. I won't have to care before too long. The war in Pacific is getting very close to its end. Victoria's getting online pretty fast. And so much got done down here so quickly. When it's all sort of unified, you can actually do things that the computer never does. Many of which aren't going to make a big deal in the long run, just because a lot of Africa is quite untenable. A lot of jungles and stuff, a lot of desert. And there's not a lot you can do with that. Honestly, I think jungles are a little too restrictive in this game. The movement costs and stuff like that, and the amount of time it takes to clear or work around them, that I totally get. Makes complete sense to me. They should not be easy for that. Restricting certain things from moving through also makes sense to me. But the fact that they only give you one food and that's it, like, shouldn't you be able to get more than that out of it? Not much more, but something more, right? Like, maybe no shields because you can't work the spot, no money because, you know, it's just inconvenient to work with and nothing else, but you should at least be able to get some more food than one, right? Because a lot of stuff grows in the jungle. Not really crops and stuff, but creatures and things that you can hunt or somehow exploit. I just feel like one food is far too restrictive. They're treating it like the other extreme of a desert. And you get more out of a jungle than you do a desert. Even if it's still pretty much just as dangerous. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's appropriate what they get, but it feels too restrictive to me. Our troops are going to have to quell a lot of resistors across Australia. It wasn't that long ago that we just finished clearing the ones in Britain. We kind of just captured Britain 2 or Britain 3. I'd say probably Britain 2. Maybe that's Canada. No more resistance in Georgetown. Would you look at that? Okay, well, I didn't see any American enemy planes show up. Something happened down here, although I don't know what it was. So we're going to execute them. Maybe we'll get those guys. We're going to try to wipe out that stack. And then probably that one, so I can get this flak out of here before the units move around even less convenient ways. I'll probably have these workers park for an extra turn. This is a lot of bad guys. Okay, I think we'll try to take out this stack, maybe that one, and this one. That's where we'll focus all our firepower. We'll try to wipe out both of these and destroy that. Let these guys get a little closer, let them get a little closer, and the next turn, maybe like wipe out this one, injure that one, destroy that, and then when they run for it, I don't know, we'll kind of figure out all the specifics. But I can work around these guys if I have to, because we have roads, and my tanks can get at them if they move onto the roads. If they don't move onto the roads, even better. I can move around them even easier. But I should probably leave the workers where they are, because that's what they're coming over here for. I'm almost certain of it, because they're kind of beelining it in this direction, and I think if we now move them down here, then they're all just going to head straight south, and then I can't get them quite as conveniently. Alright, well, we'll have that next turn. 2 more turns, 3 more turns, and we'll have that. It's taken forever to make progress on this side. Not that it matters that much anymore. Like these areas aren't that vital. Even once we take this, our tanks are just stuck here until I get some more roads put in. What did these guys do? Yeah, I sent all the workers over here, because these roads are the most important. Once I get all this stuff connected up, these guys are going to worry about this area, this region here. These ones are going to get this all connected. These guys, once I get this here figured out, they're going to work about getting all of this connected onto the sides. Yeah, this is really connecting us to Manaus, the last big important road. The other stuff is just convenience, quality of life, preparation in case America does something tricky. Alright, so Kwajalein is still under enemy control, as are both of those, as is Dutch Harbor. And we did not get attacked on New Caledonia. So, next turn, or next episode, if our bombings go well, we might be able to kill a few of these guys. I don't know if we're actually going to deal enough damage. I did fly in some more bombers. We have a lot of guys here. But they've got good defenses, high numbers. I think once we get this below 12, we'll have much less difficult a time hitting them. They bomb us? Oh, they bombarded us. That's what the pop-up noise was. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, I'd bombard me too. Alright. What's up with Japan and their militia? Do they even have like a bunch of those guys or something? Those are the Japanese infantry. They got 400 of those things. Special fortresses. They got 12 Japanese militia for some reason. A lot of Chinese workers, and a couple French and American ones. They lost units to me. Must have been Russia or Indian or something. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna kick them out. I don't know what they're doing over here, but I don't want them in my territory. And we're gonna go ahead and kick Italian workers as well, because... Oh. Actually, yeah, you want some aluminum? I don't think they can even use it. Saltpeter? Maybe? No? They don't want Germany, Britain, or India. I can guarantee you that one. I got a bunch of new luxuries. Maybe they'd like some new shiny luxuries. Yeah, that works. Like, what else are they spending their money on? They might as well benefit from this alliance in some way. I don't know why they won't give me their lumps of gold. Usually the computer prefers that to a by-turn basis. I'll make my money off of them one way or another. Okay, was there no new pollution last turn either? I didn't see any pop up. I don't think I did. And I'm not seeing any right now. I think we're kind of free of pollution. Awesome. Okay, well my next wave of Hindenburgs I think are all done. So it's just a matter of getting them kind of spread out. We've got like 3 over here now. Another one healing up at Cardiff, I think. Yeah, even the Bismarck is already done there. So, I'm going to need 3 or 4 down at Ponta Delgada. And once they're there, all the others are going to join up with our other fleets. We should be ready to start jumping into other stuff. I should bring my HQs over. They're going to be helpful, I think, in Central America here. There's probably going to be a lot of spaces where I have to stop the enemies at a particular spot and bomb the life out of them. or bombard the life out of them, and we're going to have to move up slowly through a lot of this anyway, so I think they'd be helpful. So I should remember, really got to remember that next turn. Leave one of these guys unfortified so I don't forget about them. The convoys will start arriving soon. I got 4 transports here. Yeah, they can carry all but one of these. And then they can just send all them across. And that is a King George V. Excellent. Well, now that it's come out of hiding, we're going to beeline it straight for that thing. We're going to sink it. And that should be the end of Britain's influence anywhere south of, like, this line. Ship-wise. They've still got a few out here, but not enough. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for this one, then. If you haven't yet, please check the link in the description for my book. And if you like the look of it, give it a read. If you like the read, give it a positive review. Otherwise, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.